Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week is going well, but if not, hopefully it gets better starting right now. Who do we have in here? Man, it is June, and we still got things to talk about. Who was in here? Who was in here? Dr. Kush is here, showing love on both channels. That's what I like to say. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Joe is here. Salute. Ravens all day. Flock all day. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Rainmaker showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Yes, it is what it is. Salute. Showing love on both channels. Yeah, Coach said this yesterday. He did a live stream, myself, and Sutton. And I just want to reiterate this, man. We really appreciate the love that y'all be showing, man. Y'all really be showing out for these shows. Starting at 6:15 in the morning, up to 6 o'clock, up to 7:45 tonight, and like for those of y'all that join the overtime show, that starts even later, really appreciate the support because it, especially on Wednesdays, because it takes a lot to get everything set up, and I'm supposed to be checking something. Let me see. It works. I want y'all to go over to LBHTShow.com real quick. And let's check out a little new feature that we have there. All right. When we go live, that's a big banner. I didn't realize it was that big. When we're live, it lets you know LBHT is live now on YouTube. All right. And I'm going to be adding some more features to this as the days and weeks and months go by. So keep checking in on our website. I'm doing a lot of things to keep you guys engaged on there, and I think you're gonna like some of the things I have in store. I got two major things coming up that I think you guys are gonna like. All right. Tori's in the house. What's good? Showing love on both channels. Says salute, my good brothers. I think Zay is about to have his breakout year.
He already had it.
Yeah, but I think they mean like this is going to shoot him up another level. Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
He has the potential. Me and B always felt like he's had a potential to be that kind of receiver. This could be the year.
Yeah. And now they got him a little bit of help. It takes the focus off him, and they can't double him. If they can open the field up and we have a different offense, I can see Zay getting 1,500 yards. I can see him being a first team All-Pro, honestly.
Yeah. Even if he gets like 1,300 yards and like double-digit touchdowns, something like that. Yeah, it's
potential. Yeah,
potential. Carmelo Moody showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Point in the house. Salute Point.
Morning.
TC, good morning. And TC also dropped a super chat. Appreciate that. Says, I hope that Lamar can get it done within the next 2 seasons. If not, it's okay. Elway didn't win until he was 37 or 38. Yeah, I just laugh these things off of people like, oh, Lamar got to win now, or the pressure's on him because they fire Harbaugh. And now listen, Matt Stafford didn't win a playoff game until his 12th season. And that's when they won a Super Bowl with the Rams. But his whole career with the Lions, number 1 overall pick, had one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play the game as his wide receiver, as his top target, never won a playoff game. And there was no talk about him in the national media about expectations and falling short and all that stuff. There was never that talk about it. So he was able to play his whole career up until he went to the Rams without any real scrutiny. Nah, I'm sure he got some scrutiny from the hometown. That's
a little bit
that goes without saying. Yeah. But Lamar, if he doesn't win all the rings now, then he's a bust. They want so hard to try to call him a bust, right? But you can't call him a bust at this point. But now they're moving the goalposts and saying, oh well, I mean, if you're that good, then you should win a Super Bowl, right? That's what it is now.
Right. And you know what other 2-time MVP it took till his 9th season to win a Super Bowl?
Peyton Manning.
What season is Lamar in?
9th. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Here we go. JR, salute. What's good? Good morning. Devin, Janelle, Konnichiwa. Salute. And Uncon Ravens fans says, good morning, Flock Nation. One more time for those in the back. Myles Garrett is no longer in the AFC North. No, he is not. You know, Myles Garrett is a terror. But they still didn't beat us, right? Like, even if he had stayed, what was that going to change? Nothing.
It changed a little bit because season, in 2 games last season, he had 5.5 sacks. It changes some a little bit.
Yeah,
but it doesn't affect the winning.
You know why he had 5.5 sacks? Our O-line sucks. And so I keep telling people, stop focusing on what other teams are doing and focus on what you're doing. He didn't get them sacks against the Steelers. Although one game they were that's what cost them the game. They're doing everything to make sure he didn't get the record against them. But yeah, a lot of teams got sacks on us. All right, that's what happens in the O-line side. So guess what? Jared Verse is a very, 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 very good player, and he will look like Myles Garrett if our O-line isn't holding up.
And this is the part that I think a lot of fans, especially Ravens fans, don't really think about. The Cleveland Browns can draft, and now they're adding more picks. So think about them collecting these picks and next season going into a quarterback-rich draft and actually finding that quarterback. Now they become competitive. Yeah, they don't have Myles Garrett wreck a shot, but they have a total team now. That's when we have to worry about them, because now we're just worried about one person. When we have to start worrying about that team, that's what makes this division a little bit more competitive. So you can laugh all you want. He didn't affect winning at all. 23 sacks, a record, 5 wins. Didn't equate. So,
yeah. Jasalo, salute. Good morning. Reese, showing love on both channels. Good morning. Appreciate you. Cam Dom, salute. Coach says, wake up on both channels. Thank you. 442 Bear, good morning. He's showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
Indeed.
Agnes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good day, Jose and Hendo. Good day to you, man. And there's Point again, showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Ty Riggs, salute. I didn't forget you today, Ty Riggs. I skipped past you yesterday. My bad. Good morning, LBHTShow. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Love that intro for some reason. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, you know what it is. I learned this before we got on YouTube. You got to have like a little catchphrase. You got to have something that you say, right? And even if it's annoying in the beginning, like it identifies you to a certain point, and it becomes one of those things where it's like you need to say the thing, right? Because there's one podcast I used to listen to, like she says, I forgot what she used to say, but I'm like, man, that's so corny, like that's so corny. But like, I'll be waiting for it at the end of each podcast. I'm like, say the thing, Bucko Beasley, thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate
thank you.
It.
Says not bad. Oh, not bad for the gals at the end of the bar.
Right. We know a little something.
We know a little something. That's right. That's what you know. Dance fan, good morning. Good morning. Feels and Flock Nation. Happy hump day. Yes. Yes. Our guy Nitro's in the house. What up, Nitro? Says, Hendo, stop trying to look like you Jose's age.
Yo, he coming early in the morning, bro. I mean, I am Jose's age, though.
Yeah, minus a few years. Minus a decade or two. But whatever. Not quite a decade. Not quite. Dual Psych Sports, good morning. Good morning. Melvin Jones, good morning. Good morning, Kings and Queens. Happy hump day. I'm feeling another MVP season from 8 this year. I think he's going to come out guns blazing from week 1. I think so, too.
I know. Listen, history tells us so. Greg Roman, Todd Monken, first season, MVP. And Declan is supposed to be a little bit better, especially with the help of Joe Lombardi. MVP season incoming with more weapons and hopefully the protection that he needs. I can see another unanimous MVP
coming. Yeah, especially since one was stolen from him.
Facts.
All right. Adelia, the super producer, is here. Good morning. Thanks for coming through. Yes. G. Davis, salute. Huh?
Did she go to bed? Because she was up. I saw she was up messaging like 2:00 in the morning.
She's a machine, man. She be working nonstop. Kobe. Salute. Thank you for the super chat. Says people not talking about the developing
competition.
Oh, okay. Who was is Emory Jones?
I think it's a possibility that he could play right tackle. Like they're trying some different things out.
So I know I think they really like Emory Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the little bit that he played last year, you could tell he plays with a lot more fire than we had before. And he was a tackle in college. So, healthy. I think they might be looking at him at playing tackle, and Rosengarten might have some competition, man. Like Rosengarten, I don't think he's solidified that job. Maybe maybe they look to put Rosengarten at left tackle. Be a swing tackle for now because Ronnie Stanley I think is going to hold it down, but Ronnie Stanley is a little bit older. Mm-hmm. We don't know if he's going to be Ronnie Stanley of old. I don't know. There might be some shuffling of the O line. They just need to get the best people out there and protect my quarterback. All right. Thanks. Pamela, good morning. Showing love on both channels. Man, y'all get it. I get it. Adam, salute. Good morning. OG Sean, good morning. Let me speed running here. John's in the house. Salute.
Hey.
RNTY1. Good morning. Bateman 1,000 yards, John said. All right. Okay.
He been missing pronunciations, but okay.
Hey, and I gotta warn you, you need to watch out because Sutton he's got a literal book and he's writing names of people that are slandering Bateman. That was so funny. He got a whole book. He's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right. And no, put your name down, all right.
Wow.
And what we're doing is we're trying to get him to put that on the graphics. So anytime Bateman scores a touchdown, he plays the list of names on the screen.
Yes, that'll be played too many times. So what do we get if we right?
Right. Well,
I would like a public apology.
You might get you might still get them credits on the screen, but for a different reason.
Right.
Michael Hawthorne, good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. We're looking good. FEDC, we're almost there.
Not F him. We need him. We need him.
Yeah. We need him to do his job. Look at that. Jay signing up to be a YouTube member. Appreciate that. Thank you. And listen, you are going to be treated to the overtime show. All right. That will go out. I'll put the link out probably this afternoon. We're trying to finalize some things for that show, but you'll see the link that happens right after the LBHT show. Also, I keep gotta remind myself to post this like every week or so to post the link to the Discord in the community tab. So be on the lookout for that. I wish you can pin things. You can't pin things on that community tab. Yeah. But yes, I'll pin the link in the tab for the Discord. Sign up for that. All right. And the Discord, that's basically a one-time fee. Once you're in, you're in. We don't, it doesn't matter if you stay a member or not. We don't kick anybody out over there because we're trying to build a community. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. Stretch, salute. Good morning. I got Neuropsych Sports. I got Sean. Davon, cousin Davon. Good morning. Salute. Quantexon. I think I said that right. Good morning. Kobe, thank you for another super chat. If Donald comes back, Rams will be a problem. Oh my God, I don't want Donald to come back.
Right. They keep showing him working out. And Sean McVay, I know he's gonna be ready. So
he was never out of shape. I think that's his thing.
Right. But but God, listen, I have an opportunity. I was one of the most dominant defensive tackles in the NFL. Some people say I may be the greatest defender in NFL history. Now I got a guy coming that commands double teams. They can't double team us both, and I know for a fact we're going to be in contention for the NFL title. You damn straight I'm coming back. Bro, that would be a problem. So if he does come back, we need to get this offensive line in check. If we make it to the Super Bowl and see them, Lamar versus them two, good gosh.
Yeah. Who else we got in here? Got Ty, got JR. got whatchamacallit. Good morning.
Good morning.
So voluntary is you need to show up, but the mandatory is you need to show up. Only reason to show up is a new coaching program with terminology. You gotta look at it this way. It's an audition, right? It's an audition. If you're an established player,
right,
and your spot is secure, you don't have to show up. It's voluntary. All right. No, Kyle Hamilton doesn't have to show up. They're not going to replace Kyle Hamilton.
Right.
He's a star player. All right. Lamar doesn't have to show up, but Lamar, of course he's going to show up to these things. He's the leader of the team. But Calais Campbell doesn't have to show up. Right. He's 40. He's a man. He's 40. Okay. Yes. Rashad Bateman. Like I said, right or wrong, I understand he just had a child, and this is an important time to be bonding. And the coaches have come out and said, yeah, no, we're good with it. But the reality is, this coaching staff doesn't know him, and he's not AJ Brown, right? He's not one of these type of receivers where it's just like, oh, look, we know about you, man. We know your game. You're a player that put up 200 yards last year,
right?
And you can miss the practices, but when the mandatory camp start, right? When training camp starts, you have to hit the ground running, right? And he could. It may not be a problem. It may not be an issue at all. That's why it's just like, okay, he doesn't have to show up to OTAs. And if he goes to training camp and he clearly establishes himself as that number 2 or maybe even number 1 receiver, then it's all good. But if he starts out stumbling out the gate, these coaches are going to be thinking, well, he wasn't at OTAs. He doesn't know the plays. He should have been there. It's just a natural way of thinking like that, especially when you're a new coach, you got new coaching staff, and you're bringing in your guys. They just drafted 2 wide receivers.
That's that's most important. Like you're not known to this new regime. And looking at it, all they have to go off of is your tape from last season. And they're saying that, hey, he's a little lackluster on some plays. He seems checked out. I don't know you. So all I have to do is go off past performances. I know you're a first-round pick. I know through 17 games, you only had 200-something yards. So you're auditioning for me because I got the guys that I want. I got the guys that I know are going to fit my system. Do you fit my system? And this is your opportunity to show them that you can be trusted in this new system, but you're not showing up. And I'm not saying he doesn't have more important things going on, but you are fighting for your job. You just got 2 extensions. So this coaching staff is looking at you as a supposed leader, just like with Lamar. He may not be on Lamar's caliber, but as a leader in that wide receiver room, because you're the oldest one there, you are looked upon as the guy that's supposed to set the example. And you not being around, it kind of hurts you a little bit. So for me, if I think you can come into play, cool. But this coach staff, they don't know. So
yeah,
he's only hurting himself, not intentionally, but that's just the business of the game.
Yeah, facts. Exactly. That's the business, right? Adelia says she didn't go to bed yet. Go to bed.
You get older, you'll relish in those naps.
Don't know, Virgo said I forgot we have Joe Lombardi on the staff now. Yeah. Oh, we got a $20 super chat from TC. Man, thank you, TC. I appreciate you, Hendo, and I'm looking forward to the Sunday live streams with you and Mrs. Yolanda. Yeah. Don't worry, they'll be back.
Listen, y'all don't know this. The whole thing's a YouTube bully. Whole thing's a YouTube bully. You always hear him. We talk about me. We talk about Ferris. We talk about B. You always hear him be the one to say, "Don't worry, they're gonna do it."
They are gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
He's the mafia.
Every now and then I gotta be a bully with B though, because B is he gets very chill sometimes. And he's like, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm like, you're doing it. Yeah, don't worry. I don't worry. I know you don't know, but I know you're doing it.
Facts.
Like, fine.
Facts. He'll be like, hey, this is going on this weekend, such and such, and I'm just gonna set it out. And I'm like, Jose gonna make you do it. So I don't know why you talking to me about this bull.
You know why? Because he's an introvert, and his natural response is, I don't want to do it. right? That's his natural response. I don't want to do it. But sometimes I gotta tell him, like, nah, bro, like you're doing it. Don't even worry about it. You know, I'm looking at YouTube right now. Does it? YouTube's doing. Hold on, is it doing this? Oh, okay, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, I'm about to say because, remember that one time because I was showing there's only one person in the
looking at the whole thing.
Yeah, I thought I was doing that. No. Do me a favor. I said it earlier, but I'm gonna ask y'all again. Go over to LBHTShow.com and see if you see that banner at the top or near the top that says live now. I'm testing things out with the website. So I appreciate your help. Looking, testing out the website and everything. Also sign up for the newsletter. The poll results will be in tonight. If you've already signed up, you can vote in the newsletter. Who had the best team? All right. Me, Hendo, B, or Ferris. If you don't know what we're talking about, we did a all-time NFL draft. That video was out as well. You can check that out and you can see exactly who we drafted. You can also look at last week's show where we revealed who everybody drafted. And we want to know who y'all think has got the best team. So go and vote. Who else is here? RJ Trap, salute. Kurt Hurd, good morning. Zeke Hokage, good morning.
Nephew.
Yeah. Corey Hunt, good morning. Appreciate you. Our guy Jay, salute.
What's up, Jay?
Salute. Let's see. Stress says, Jose, I'm going to get Hendo put on Sutton's list too. Yeah. Stress said, put me on there. He said, I ain't feeling him. Put me on the list. King, what up? Thanks for coming through, man. Kobe, thank you for another super chat. Says, bait can miss, but don't be mad if your spot's taken. That's the thing. It's it sounds cold. It's like, damn, man, like I have, I got a new kid. We talked about it and you said it was all good, and it is all good. But if you don't look the part, then you don't look the part. Like, hey, if they say, hey, yeah, we like you and everything, we understand that's a legit excuse. But man, you weren't here and these guys got a leg up on you, and these are our guys.
Right.
Because you're doing that and you're spending time with your family. Again, that's commendable, and I understand that. And this is an important time to be part of your child. When you get to training camp, you have to ball out. Like, your spot isn't secure. Right. Like, even if you went to OTAs, your spot ain't secure. Right? Just off your performance last year and like just overall in your career, you haven't established anything. So you have to go out there and show, oh no, I'm the man. And I can really shine in your offense. So either way.
I think you skipped my man.
Who I skipped? Well, hold on. Let me get cleaned up. Salute. Good morning. Even has no trade value. You going on the list? You going on the list?
He there right now.
Who did I skip?
Oh, yeah. Michael Akins.
I miss Michael Akins?
Yeah, you miss my guy, Mike.
Oh, man. Let me see. Let me find this comment. Salute, Mike. I missed your comment, and I missed Melvin Jones. Salute. Thoughts on Travis Jones, his potential, and do you guys think we have enough depth / impact players on the defensive line that can make plays on that side of the ball? I do. I think we got enough guys. I think on that side of the ball, more than the offensive side of the ball, we have enough talent, and we have excellent coaching to put those guys in the right place to really execute. And they're going to make plays. Right. That's the side of the ball where I feel like we shouldn't be spending money on players like Trey Hendrickson. Right. I would have rather we kept Owe than pay Trey Hendrickson. Right. If we're being real about it. We know what Owe can do with Jesse Minter. He could be a monster.
Right.
With Jesse Minter.
And he's younger.
Right? And he's younger.
And he plays the run. Right.
Y'all gonna be calling Trey Hendrickson names this year.
You see, you know
what I'm saying. Let us give up 100 yards to a running back, and Trey Hendrickson has like 2 or 3 missed tackles. Y'all gonna be calling him all the
crucify
names.
him. Thanks. But Travis is gonna take that next step under Jesse, and with Calais giving him guidance, with Nnamdi being back, hopefully healthy, this defensive line is going to be it. But yeah, they have the depth, they have the pieces to get it done.
Yeah. All right, Michael Akins, I missed you.
Right above TC first super chat.
Oh, hold on. His first super chat.
Yeah, 610.
Okay, all right. Oh man, that was all the way back there. Damn, my bad, bro. I see him. Yes, and he showed love on both channels. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we try to show love to everybody. We try to get everybody in here. I got Melvin Jones. Whatchamacallit, Kurt Hurd. Who else is in here? Let's see. Kurt.
YSM.
David. Huh?
You'll come up on
YSM. Okay. Salute to you.
No problem.
Bait spot good. No, it's not good. It's not good. Tone the Virgo with another super chat. Thank you. Do y'all think the Eagles will be better or worse without AJ Brown? And I just bought my ticket for Ravens and Falcons. Me and half the city will be there. Hey, that's what's up. Are they better or worse? I think, man, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I can't say you're better with when you lose a player like AJ Brown. But I mean, they brought in a few wide receivers, not as good as AJ Brown, but they just drafted Makai Lemon to replace AJ Brown. And will he be better than AJ Brown out the gate? No. Will he have to be?
Nope.
No.
They got Hollywood. They got Dontavian Wicks. So I don't think they're going to do it with one person. I think they're going to do it collectively. If you start spreading out talent amongst the offense, now you can't focus on one guy. You still have Devontae Smith out there. So instead of just focusing on two people, now you got to focus on five. So I think offensively, and especially if Jalen Hurts decides he wants to throw over the middle and make those tight window throws, they are going to be dangerous. They're going to be dangerous regardless. We keep talking about this wide receiver situation. We keep talking about Jalen Hurts. We forget they got Saquon Barkley. Like everybody keep forgetting they got Saquon Barkley. Like they are going to be a problem. And defensively, they just keep replacing people that leave. So if they can find the right offensive coordinator and unlock Jalen Hurts again, yeah, they'll be up there with the Rams.
Facts. Adelia says she saw the banner on the website. Appreciate that. Coach said he saw it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Rainmaker said it's there. Okay, cool.
Thanks.
I need y'all to now bookmark the website, bookmark it, and check back periodically. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter as well. There's gonna at some point you'll see one of the major changes that I teased about last night. There's going to be two major things going on the website. One's not going to be until it's going to be a little bit later in the season. The other one will be up there before the season starts, and I think y'all gonna like it. All right,
we're making moves.
We're making moves. Yeah. That's why my eyes are red now because. Yeah. I've been grinding on that.
It's great. It is crazy because we've been dubbed by Time Magazine as the most negative Ravens commentators, but yet still we try to do the most. Like we don't just come out here and just our opinion. We try to do things and innovate and do things differently than everybody else, but we get the most backlash. It's crazy.
That's all right. It's all good. Like we got a lot of supporters, so it balances out. I'm all good. In fact, we got 182 people watching on all platforms. We really appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button if you're new in here. Hit that subscribe button on both channels, Lunch Break Hot Take and the Rogue Pod. All right, he's close to 9,000.
Hey, Jose, they getting me, dog. YouTube is getting me. Every time I creep up closer to 9,000. They take 13 subs. They take 7 subs. Like they just keep stealing them.
So, all right, let me read this comment. I'm about to put on my conspiracy theory hat. Right. GR5072 says your girl having a baby don't mean you stop going to work.
Because you did have the off season, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him as a father, especially as a first time father. Like that is a special moment. But you had the beginning of the off season. Spend that time. You chose this job, so you have responsibilities outside of the home.
Again, I'm not questioning him for missing OTAs. It's voluntary, and I'm for that. I'm an advocate for the players. Man, this is your time. It's voluntary, and they're just gonna have to wait. But just and even if he showed up, it'd still be the same thing. Your job isn't secure. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Like, your job isn't secure, and they didn't make that big of an investment in you, the team, right? So yeah, you could get cut, you could get traded. Like, you got to go out there and earn your spot. Some of these other players, their spot is already there. They don't have to be here.
I think that's the biggest point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying, oh, you got to be there. I'm just saying it would probably help if you went out there and kind of establish yourself a little bit. Because think about this: if he goes out there, I don't think any of those rookies are better than Rashad Bateman right now.
Right.
So let's not get that twisted. He goes out there and he plays like Rashad Bateman. He plays like the veteran, and and the potential that he has. Then like, oh, okay, cool. And then when they get the training camp, they're like, oh, Rashad the man to beat out there. These other guys they ain't ready. They already had a thought in their head going into training camp, but right now they're not looking at you. They're looking at their guys. Trying to see those improvements. And if they're making the improvements that the coaching staff wants them to make going into training camp, they got a leg up, whether they're better or not, because they're looking at like, these guys are young, they're coachable, and they're already improving on the things that we told them to improve on. That's how they're going to view it.
Yeah, and then you also have to take into account, because we don't even think about this. You guys talk a lot about Tez Walker, him ascending, and then him spending extra time at the facility, him being around the coaches. He's making his presence be felt. And we're not saying that Bateman need to, disown his family and just abandon them. But if you're looking for a spot, if you're looking to be wide receiver 2, you have to do everything that you can. If he had a good season last season, this wouldn't even be into question. But the fact that he had such a down year, we got a new coaching staff. You want to solidify your spot, because now what happens is, if we get into the season and you're not getting the playing time that you think that you deserve, are you going to pout about it, or are you going to be a professional and just say, you know what, these dudes did what they needed to do. I decided to put my family first, suffer the consequences.
And look, I mean, it's the elephant in the room, right? Like we know it, or we highly suspect he quit on some plays last year.
Right.
All right. Yes, there's that question mark. Is he going to do it this time around?
Hey, Bucko, we put your super chat up.
Yeah. But oh wait, no. Did he do another one? We did. We did miss it. You're right. Bar throwing 57 passing touchdowns and 3 interceptions this season.
Wow.
Okay.
If that happens,
then he'll finish second place in voting again to Josh Allen, who he just has so much, so much grit. Like, yes, I know he only put up half the stats that Lamar did, but he was working with so much less. And I mean,
Jose,
it's Josh Allen, and
don't trigger that. Don't trigger me with that one.
He's got grit.
Jose, don't trigger me with that one. Josh Allen had under 30 touchdowns passing, and he was 13th in passing yards. So he wasn't even top 5 in passing yards that season. He was 13th in passing yards and won the MVP.
Yeah, but now rushing yards count, right? Now they matter. Look at the rushing yards he had, though.
Right. Because before we're talking about quarterbacking. Now it's included, because like you said, Josh Allen's more quarterbacky.
Yeah, quarterbacky. Yeah, you know what that means.
Ooh, did Henry have a baby?
Huh?
They said, didn't Henry just have a newborn as well?
I don't know.
I didn't know Derrick Henry had a kid. That's what's up if he did. Good for him.
He's there too. Just saying. Kobe, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank y'all. Says Rossini reporting the AJ trade would have been lit.
She was the one that was pushing it. She was the only one that was pushing that whole narrative this whole offseason.
Look, she can reactivate her Twitter account. She could have been right back on there, but like, what did I say? Y'all was hating, and look at this. Because she was on that the whole offseason, for sure. Grail, salute. This is Devon H. The thumbnail caption is crazy. What I put in the thumbnail caption? Oh, that's in your cat. What'd you put in yours? That's on your channel.
I put a Declan, Zay, and Bate.
Yeah, it's not crazy. Not crazy. Yeah, I got your super chat, Boko. My bad. Kobe with another super chat. Appreciate you. Spurs saved the league. Can watch the finals in peace.
Right.
I got nothing against the Thunder. I do not like the flopping, but I don't. I mean, the game in the system. A lot of players do it. That's the problem with the league. But yes, it does. The Spurs, whether you're rooting for the Spurs or the Knicks, it feels like it's going to be an exciting finals. Yeah.
Indeed.
Spurs in 6. All right. King says, will Bateman be targeted like Zay is? He showed his potential when targeted. No, I don't think so.
Even if he has a good year, he's not getting Zay's targets. He's not getting that quantity of passes thrown his direction. Zay might not even get the same amount. His yards per catch may go up, but I think they're going to spread the ball around. And then also you have to look at the history with Lamar. When his boys are in line to get paid, he targets them or lets them get touchdowns. And with Drake London getting that big contract, it's gonna make things a little bit more difficult to re-sign Zay.
So we had this debate, and I see you flex on. It says, "Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. You got it. Yes.
What's good, fellas?
And why big salute. We actually had this debate yesterday in terms of like what to pay Zay Flowers, right? Because yes, Drake London just got his contract. Was it 4 years? I forget how many million. It came out to like $35 million a year.
Yeah, right.
And Sutton asked, like, would you pay that for Zay Flowers? I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. And then there's a debate in terms of where is he ranked amongst wide receivers. Sutton doesn't think he's a top 15. I think Zay is actually top 10. Right. But even if you go through the list, you say no, he's not top 15 or he's just outside top 15, you still gotta pay him. That's the market, right? He ain't the 15th best available wide receiver, right? And that's how it works. And you cannot start comparing him to top players, especially when you had a chance to get the top player. You didn't want to pay the price for him either, right? That like a first round and what was it? A 5th round for AJ Brown?
First, second, and third. No, first and fifth. First and
fifth for AJ Brown. And I mean, look, you're willing to give up 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby. You weren't willing to give up a 1st and a 5th or a 1st and a 3rd for AJ Brown. That tells me like you weren't in on him. You weren't really in on him. So you're not willing to pay the price for him either. That means your only other option is to pay Zay Flowers. You want to get it done in the draft, but you ain't drafted a wide receiver high either. 3rd round isn't high enough. 4th round isn't high enough, right? To be expecting these guys to be superstars. If they turn out to be really good, that's a pleasant surprise, but that's not the expectation. So you gotta pay. My point is you gotta pay Zay Flowers. So that means you gotta go out there and make sure like he can be that guy for you.
And why is it offensively? The market has to be dictated about where he ranks versus other players at that position. What is his value position towards the Ravens? He's number 1 for us. Like he's the best wide receiver that the Ravens have ever drafted. Period. The best wide receiver you ever drafted. You finally hit on one in your 30-year+ year existence. Now you're talking about, is he worth the money? We never asked our defenders worth the money. Love Nnamdi Madubuike, he had one really good year. I didn't hear anybody asking, is he worth that money? Is he worth that big contract? It was, oh no, I expect bigger things from him. And we expect bigger things from Zay Flowers as he grows into his role. But if we let him go, who are we going to get? Top wide receivers just don't become available that often. And when they do, they command even bigger contracts. So you got to re-sign Zay. Don't let them test the market, because you're going to be sadly mistaken, EDC, that if you think that, oh no, they're not going to want him because he zigs and he's ags and he's a little small. No, somebody will go out there and get him. Same thing happened with Tyler Linderbaum. We don't want a repeat of this to keep constantly happening. So, but what he rates in the league, if he's top 10, he's top 1 to us. Go out and sign him.
Oh yeah. They don't have a choice, and you're in a season where Lamar holds every single card next year because he hasn't signed a long-term deal with them, right?
Right.
I'm of the belief that he is waiting just to see how this team pans out because
Mhm.
he's tired of the trust me, we put a nice team around you.
Right.
Nobody knows about them yet, but trust me, they're going to be good. He's like, I just need to see it. I need to see that these guys can protect me. This O line with no center on it can protect me. I need to see that these wide receivers that you just drafted can actually go out there and play really good football. Like if they really click this year and they show out, he gonna feel comfortable, right? And he's like, yeah, we're good. Like you didn't spend a lot of money on me, I don't like that, but you did get the right players here. If they're not that good next offseason, guess what happens? Uh, hey, we gotta get this deal done because we gotta make some moves in free agency. What moves?
Right.
Are you bringing in a wide receiver for me? Are you bringing in a tackle? Are you bringing in guards? Like, what move are you trying to make? Oh, we looking at the safety. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in September. I'm not giving you any cap space so you can go and trick it off on an edge rusher.
Right.
Right? Like I'm not doing that. And I'm starting to feel like that's what happened with the Max Crosby thing. He's like, oh, cool, you got Max Crosby. Yeah, I can't. I'm not extending.
I'm not extending.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. That's cool. I like Max Crosby. That's man. He's dope. Yeah, I'm not giving you money to go and try to sign Trey Henderson as well.
Right.
Like get me AJ Brown.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you say he holds all the cards, he holds every damn one of them. Like he's got the whole pack in his hands. $84 million cap hit next season. They can't trade him. They can't franchise tag him. So they have to get a deal done with him, or they will not be able to operate next season. So if Lamar says, hey, I want after 9 seasons for you to prioritize me in this offense, they have to acquiesce. If not, it's going to be a long season next year. And I think he played it correctly. He's like, I'm not going to make a big stink about it. I'm just going to go about my business. I signed a contract. I'm going to live up to that contract. But I'm tired of you putting every effort, every instance, every thing that you can into this defense while I have to get scraps and I have to outperform what you give me offensively. He's tired of it. He's just waiting around. So kudos to him for finally standing up and demanding quietly what he believes he deserves and what he really deserves.
Facts. Dapper Don, salute. Thank you for the super chat. Says, seeing that AJ trade package, shaking my effing head. I wish we had a competent GM with sense. AJ would be a dog for us. I'm worried about the center spot, Jose. I am too. I'm not buying that Danny Pinter stuff. Like I'm gonna root for him if he ends up starting. Whoever starts there, I'm gonna root for them. Right. And I'm just gonna hope that I'm wrong about him. But no, hell no. That's not a plan. You don't plan for that. Right. Yeah, you know what's even worse? Like what even makes me even more sick. There's another trade that happened in the offseason that was kind of low key, but you should be angry about that too, that we weren't in on that. Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman is a good wide receiver.
Right.
And he got traded to the Steelers for essentially a pick swap.
That's what it was.
Right? A 6th round pick or a 7th round pick. He showed me the pick swap. It was only like 16 picks separated from each other. And it was like a 6th or a 7th round pick. That's all it took to get Michael Pittman. And we got Michael Pittman. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. And even that, the Ravens was like, nope, can't do it. Sorry. But we can get Trey Hendrickson on the team, right? Because before it was, we can't do these moves because Lamar didn't sign the deal. That's why we can't do it. But they found the money to get Trey Hendrickson after they squandered the max trade, right? They always got money. They always have money to do these things. And yes, if I'm Lamar, you better start making it enough on the offense. Don't claim poverty when it's time to give me some weapons and some protection. Bucko Beasy, thank you for a super chat. Says, in my opinion, EDC already picked Zay when he let Lindy go. But that's another problem though. it's always this or that when it comes to the offense
Mm-hmm.
for this team. You know, it's not this and that. And more so for like the other teams that we're competing with. Look, we just talked about the Rams getting Myles Garrett. Are they missing anything on offense? I don't think so. They got Puka, they got Devontae Adams, you know, they got Kyron Williams as a running back,
Mm-hmm.
they got Tyler Higbee, you know, they got O-line that protects. Like what are they missing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they get everything that the team needs to succeed. You know, we're talking about Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford has never played with a bum wide receiver.
That is facts.
He's never had a year where you're just like, yo, what is this? This is trash.
Right.
He's never had that in his career. You know, but Lamar, it's just always like, hey, well, you got Zay here for now. I mean, we're not going to resign him, but you got Zay. What more do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Protect me. Give me another weapon. Give me some of the things that these other teams that are winning Super Bowls are getting.
Because apparently what we're doing ain't working. Yes, we will win 10 to 12 games a season. We'll be in the playoff push. But when it comes to reality, beating these upper tier teams, we'll do it in the regular season. But when the pressure's on, when you start playing the creme de la creme in the playoffs, we just haven't gotten it done. And especially the deficiencies on the offensive line have really shown up in the playoffs more than anything else. Like the defense hasn't gotten any turnovers, but the offensive line play, I think people don't look at that and watch how many times Lamar's been strip sacked. A lot of it's been Ronnie Stanley, but the offensive line as a whole just collapses during the off season.
Yep, facts.
During the postseason.
Yeah, postseason. TC, thank you for the super chat. Says,
appreciate
if it was Burrow, Allen, or Mahomes as a quarterback for this team, I don't think this organization would move the way they do with Lamar. Good point.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe a little bit with Josh Allen, but you know, maybe. But listen, it's the black quarterback treatment. Sorry, it's the black quarterback treatment.
Go make a play.
Huh?
Go make a play.
Yeah, go. You don't need protection, man. Just use your legs. Mm-hmm. Use your legs. Cousin Davon says, I'm hoping that with this new regime, we see a slight shift towards the offensive side of payments. Oh, yes. Hashtag defund the defense. That's right.
I hope so, because Jesse Minter even talks about, like, he talks about the offense a lot. Being a defensive coach, he talks about getting this offense right a lot. So for me, it's on EDC.
Yeah, I think because not just Jesse Minter has to look at the whole team. I think he realizes, like, I know defense. I'm going to be hands-on on the defense.
I'm going to get that right.
Yeah, like, I'm going to make them right. But the offense, I need to make sure that they have what they need over there to operate, you know, like, and that's how it should be. If you're a defensive minded head coach, hey, yes, I want to make sure I got the guys that I need on defense, but you know, the guys that I have, and they have a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. Oh, I can mold them. I know that this roster, I'm good here. Put the money over there and make sure that they have what they need. Dwayne Lefford is, you know, people think, you know, all you need to do is just shake Dwayne Lefford's hand and he gonna make you an all-pro guard or tackle, right? It doesn't work that way. He needs talent to work with. Give him some talent to work with. I'm sick of I'm sick of people just putting his name on a player and thinking, well, that's the problem or that's the fix. You know, is he? We're gonna have Voorhees go out there and start, and we're gonna say, well, Dwayne Lefford touched him, so he's gonna be a good guard. No, like, you gotta have talent.
Yeah,
you know. So Ellis, what's good? It says just tuning in now, was watching the stream with Jose, Coach, and Sutton. Gonna have to rewind this episode. Hey,
appreciate it.
Salute to you, Ellis.
Appreciate
it. Y'all make sure y'all check out Ellis's music, man. Dope music, yo. Dope artist. Nigerian Nightmare says they took Flacco's weapons after the Super Bowl. Yep. So yes, it is a systematic issue with this team, but to be talent deficient on offense. Yes. And I think some of that was just them throwing a fit because they had to pay Flacco a lot more money than they thought they were going to have to pay him. They thought, because Flacco said it, I'm elite and I need more money. And they're like, well, we'll just wait until we'll let your contract play out, because nobody talks about this because this is revisionist history.
Right.
They weren't planning on keeping Flacco. They were not planning on keeping Flacco. We have fallen short of the Super Bowl. I mean, we had our chances, but Flacco was not elite, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't truly elite, and they figured we don't need to have him. We can get somebody else. We're not going to pay the money that he's demanding, or we play out the season. Mm-hmm. We don't go to the Super Bowl, and he'll come down his price. We'll let him hit the market, and he'll come down his asking price, and we'll sign him, whatever. But they were willing to walk away from Flacco. He had a performance in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl, and they were stuck. Now you have to bring him back. Ain't no way. This wasn't a Trent Dilfer moment where just like, listen, you're a role player on this team as a quarterback. That's how dominant our defense is. That it wasn't that type of team.
Right.
And I think that was them throwing a fit a little bit, saying, well, if you're going to take all of this money, then you just got to get it done. You got to get it done stuff. We're not bringing back Anquan. Well, Anquan was going to come back anyway because he was one of the alpha players on the team, and Harbaugh doesn't like alphas. Right. But yes, you're right. They stripped this team down.
and they didn't have to, because even before that season, the Ravens and Joe Flacco were like $2 to $3 million per year difference in a contract. So instead of giving him that $2 million per year extra, because they didn't really believe in him, they had to wait for that run and give him all the money, just like they did with Lamar. So we're seeing this trend of they keep repeating the same issues over and over again. Now we're in a situation with Lamar. Now we're backed into a corner where you have to give him what he wants because your back is against the wall. You have no other choice. If you did it right the first time, instead of waiting for Lamar to become a free agent, having him play on his 5th-year option, you could have signed him for a lot less money. But yet still, we don't learn these things. So you're right. It's organization. It's not dependent upon EDC, Ozzy. It's just the way this organization just rocks. And it ain't working. It's not working.
You know what? My bad, Flexon. You're right. Flacco was elite. Okay. He was elite. We will accept no slander. No Flacco slander over here.
Okay, but let's put asterisks. After 2010, in the playoffs, Joe Flacco was elite.
There you go. He was elite in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, bro. He torched them dudes. Even in 2014.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says we should act like the bill come due when 8 retires.
I hate to see that.
Yeah. Look, we gotta be all in on them now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gotta be all in on them now. You know,
because who amongst us thought that when the Ravens drafted Lamar, we would find a generational talent at quarterback? I didn't. I thought that he would be really good. I didn't think he would be generational. And we took this quarterback that we didn't think that we would have, and we've squandered 8 years.
I thought he was going to be a great quarterback if the team let him play quarterback. I was super excited when they got him.
Right.
Because I watched him in college, and I was just like, man, that'd be a dream come true if he came to Baltimore. And we traded back in because I was pissed. We got
Hayden
Hurst in the first round, and I was just like, I'm so done with Ozzy. I'm glad this is his last year. He had all the expletives. I was like, I'm so done. And we traded back in. It got Lamar. I was just like, I love you, Ozzy. Right. But even thinking he was going to be a great quarterback, I didn't expect this.
Nobody did.
Like one of the best ever is what he's going to go down as. One of the best ever. Right. And I do believe he's going to get at least one ring. He is amazing. He has far exceeded my expectations, and I had high expectations for him.
Facts. And Michael, I did watch him because my Florida State Seminoles were the first victim. I saw that firsthand.
Watching him in Louisville, I knew he was going to be nice.
I knew.
Listen, we knew he was going to be nice. You didn't think he was going to be one of the best QBs. Yeah,
41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Nice. Almost 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. I didn't think he was going to be that. I knew he was going to be really, really good.
One of the highest QB ratings in NFL history. You didn't think
the highest.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that.
No. But that's what we mean. We weren't downplaying him. He just far exceeded those expectations.
Shattered them.
Yes. What's this? Ron D. Ward says Holding didn't want to. I think he meant Harbaugh didn't want to restructure his contract, so they let him go. Let who go?
Which
talking
one?
about?
I mean, that's talking about Bolden.
Anquan? Oh, Bolden.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but they.
Bolden didn't want. Oh, Bolden didn't want. That's what he meant. Bolden didn't want to restructure his contract, but so they let him go. Why are you restructuring his contract for?
And he was only owed like $3 million. Like it wasn't an astronomical amount.
That's what they said it was. The real thing was Harbaugh's like, hey, listen, I don't want him here after this year because he's one of the people that caused the mutiny. He's one of the people that was like, listen, your way isn't working. We're not doing it your way. We're going to do it our way. And when they won a Super Bowl, he said, hey, listen, this is Harbaugh. I need to have more control of the team, right? I can deliver a Super Bowl, and I need my players here that are going to listen to me. These guys aren't going to listen to me. Right. Ray was already retiring, so that wasn't a problem. Ed Reed could have stayed.
Come on. Even with his decline, you let Ed Reed leave this building.
Yep.
Even if you thought that he may not be Ed Reed, he's a Raven staple, and you decided, you never go because of John.
Again, over what, a couple $1 million?
No, because of the head coach wanting total control. Because like you said, with Ray Lewis retiring, now John Harbaugh has full autonomy to do what he wants. He doesn't have Ray in the background leading the players, overriding what he says. So now with him gone, I do whatever the hell I want to do, and I just want a Super Bowl.
Yep. So, True Son, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. Says good morning from Cali, fellas. Keep telling the truth. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, couple more. We got to get out of here because your boy got to get to work. Over 200 people watching. Appreciate that. Make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Hit the subscribe button on both channels. Lunch Break, Hot Take, Rogue Pod. All right. Appreciate all the support. Neurosite Sports says, what's up?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he says, I remember before 2019, people were saying we were going 7-9 and that Trace was going in midseason. I trusted Lamar to be elite.
Yeah.
Trace McSorley.
Yeah. That one.
Listen, Lamar got a lot of hate. There's still some low key haters, right, waiting to pounce on him. That's why there's always these expectations. Oh, no excuse now. Oh, you traded for an edge rusher. No excuse now.
Right. You want the third safety? You better win.
Right. Does edge rusher play center? No. Does it play guard? No. That's the other thing too. Like, even if we got a center, we picked up John Simpson. I don't like I said, Coach thinks John Simpson's going to play better this year. I feel like he's going to. I mean, he has to play better. He had his worst year ever last year. He has to play better than that. You hope, but all of a sudden we acting like that's an addition. He wasn't good. He wasn't good the last time he was here. He wasn't good prior to coming back here. I hope he plays better, but I don't consider him a good offensive lineman. And we can't just act like, oh, we're fixing the offensive line, right? That you wouldn't accept that on defense
at all.
That shouldn't be acceptable on offense. I don't like it. If it works out, cool, but that's not a good plan. That's not what you plan for. Terrell, good morning.
Good morning.
Ed Reed, Adam says Ed Reed and Harbaugh had beef on the low. It wasn't low. Ed Reed told you exactly what it was. He said in multiple interviews he had a problem. He's like, yeah, are we good now? Yeah, we've talked, since then. I got respect for him, but it was a real problem. And Ed Reed will tell you, even Harbaugh won't go out there and tell you the whole truth because that's just how Harbaugh is. He's slimy like that. But Ed Reed said, yeah, man, he came in mad disrespectful.
Yep,
he came in mad disrespectful because he was just like, because Harbaugh's doing that thing that a lot of college coaches do when they first get into the league and they think, oh, well, these are kids and I run the show and they just got to listen to whatever I say. And he found out quickly that's not how the league works, and Reed had to check him. Anquan had to check him. Ray, when he came back, had let him know that's how it is. He didn't want Ray Lewis to do his Ray Lewis entrance anymore.
Right.
And Ray Lewis is like, hey, son, I don't know. I don't know where you came from before here, but this is my city.
This is my team.
If I don't know if they told you when you badged in, but like I clear the credentials before you come into this building, and I will be doing my dance when I get out there. Don't you worry about that, right?
He talking about some. I was okay with it.
Yeah, no choice. As long as you know, we talked about like as long as it's something for the team. This and that. Man, shut your dumb ass up, yo. Like this, let Ray Lewis come out there and not do that dance and find out it's because of John Harbaugh.
Right, out of town.
Pack him up.
Out of town.
Yeah, pack him up. Like I can't. I'm so glad he's gone. So glad. Drew Son, thank you for the super chats. John Simpson for 10 million is crazy, man. That's what. Yeah. Like,
what's even crazier is the fact that they signed him during the first wave of free agency when it was much more out there. That's what's really crazy.
Listen, some simple math here. Because when we talk about they should have kept Tyler Linderbaum, even when it came down to $27 million. Because people are like, oh, can't pay that much for a center. It's just $27 million. And if you're saying, oh, $27 million is too high, $13 million for Mark Andrews, $10 million for John Simpson. Would you rather have those two or Tyler Linderbaum?
Right. And that's not even to say that Tyler would have told us that it cost $27 million. He might have taken 24, he might have taken 25, but knowing he's going to an organization that he probably is not going to win in the first couple of years, I want the money instead of the wins. You don't know what he would have taken from Baltimore. So those numbers and we've been watching the Rams. We've been watching the Eagles for years manipulate the cap and bring in people. So what, you pay him $27 million? You can move the cap, you can manipulate the cap any way you want to still be able to go out there and sign certain players. But we have $120 million to pay a 32-year-old edge rusher who doesn't stop the run.
I can't wait for the names to start flying. Trey Hendrickson, boy.
I like Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, I do. I like him. Jose, you and Harbaugh need to hug it out, my friend.
Yeah, they do.
I'll give him a hug, all right. My arms around his neck. Like,
this is for 8 years.
Tactical precision training, salute, says Lamar is elite. Period. This year is going to go so well, in my opinion. Everything is fresh and new, and it will work out. I believe that.
I'm predicting 5,000 yards.
Don't get me wrong. Like these criticisms that we have right now, these are things that you're supposed to do in the offseason. And listen, man, like all this is projection. Like we have a lot of unproven players, and that is a recipe for disaster typically. But because we have such a great quarterback, we feel a lot more comfortable in these things working out. But at some point, you got to do better for your quarterback. Like this is what I'm seeing on the offense is unacceptable. I'm just going to put it out there, man. It's unacceptable. Look at the O-line, especially how they wrecked this man last year. Venga is a great pickup, but it was the obvious pickup, right?
Right.
Like you had to do that. And just the lack of effort in securing a center is just puzzling and troubling to me. And more so than that, because nobody's talking about it, we needed to get another tackle.
Right.
Every time we talk about Ronnie Stanley, it's just oh, well, I don't know. Well, he's the starting left tackle. You need to know. There are some concerns, people.
Right. and it's funny because you said it's the obvious choice, not for EDC.
No,
he wavered. He wavered even to make the pick. Like the GM and the owner had to be like, "What are you doing, bro? Go get Lamar some protection."
Yep,
it's crazy that they had that offensive line, and he's still thinking about maybe do I get Ruben Bain? Do I get this defender? Worry about protecting your quarterback. Facts. Stop worrying about getting extra draft picks, bro, because you ain't going to get people that's going to help. So get the guys that can help you while they're available. Stop trying to get watered down versions of these other people so you can have multiple picks and hope that somebody rises to the top. Like it just don't. It hasn't worked for you like that so far. Stop trying to do it. Get these blue chip players when you have an opportunity to get them. Trade up. Stop trading back to get more picks. Trade up and find these guys, because what you've done has not worked offensively.
Facts. We got lucky and Vanga was still on the board, but had we packaged another pick to move up to get him, I'd have been totally fine with that. In fact, I'd have liked that better because it showed me that you're serious about fixing the O-line, right? I don't like the fact that he drafted 11 or 12 players. I don't like that.
Right.
It tells me he still doesn't get it. Kobe sneaking in another super chat. He felt it. He's like, oh, they better get out of here. He said LJ had 2 all-time seasons with coaches holding him back fast.
And that's the crazy part about it. Without desired weapons. Imagine what Lamar could have done with a decent offensive line. And let's say a Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. That 41-4 season would have been more like 60-0. Like, it's crazy to think what he could have done given some better weapons and better opportunities. But
because I remember some of Lamar's detractors and people that just didn't think he was he was quarterbacky enough. Swore that the only reason he got MVP the first time was because of Greg Roman.
Right.
You remember? People forget these narratives that are out there, and people parroting these narratives. Oh, Greg Roman, really put him in position because he has to run because he can't really go through all progressions and all that stuff, and that's the reason. Well, Greg Roman is so great. How come he hasn't done it for anybody else? Greg Roman was so great. How come he didn't get a head coaching job off of that? Because that's what we were hoping would happen, that we didn't have to fire him, that he would just get a head coaching job. And the team's like, nah, it's all right.
Right.
I'm glad. No, go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say I'm glad for Tom Monkey. I do like Tom Monkey, and I'm glad he got a head coaching job. But you think he gonna do that for a Shador or bring it back for Deshaun Watson? No.
And with Greg Roman, you supposedly had the greatest young quarterback prospect ever with Justin Herbert. Why wasn't he in the MVP top voting? Since you make quarterbacks, since you made Lamar, why didn't you do that with Justin Herbert? And he had weapons, and his head coach is a former quarterback. Like, why did this happen with Justin Herbert? Since they've done so many things. And you're right, Ravens fans, even some Ravens fans. Oh, Greg Roman, John Harbaugh, and their style made him. Like, if it wasn't for our offense and the way they patented it around him, he wouldn't have won an MVP. Well, apparently that's not true, because when Todd Monken patented around what Lamar actually did, he had one of the greatest seasons in NFL history. So Greg Roman held him back, and he still won an MVP unanimously. They talk about the 1,200 yards rushing in 2019, but they don't talk about the 36 passing touchdowns with the least amount of passes in the NFL. Like, they don't talk about certain things. They leave out certain narratives because they try to prove a point. He may not be quarterback enough for you, but he's quarterback enough for me. And he should be the MVP 3 times, maybe 4.
Facts. Ty with the super chat. See, here go the names. Trey, he don't stop the run, son. There go the names. Trey, he don't stop the run, son. That's
We don't know yet. New system. Like, he played in Cincinnati. He played in Cincinnati with some bad defenses. Let's give him a little bit of grace and see what he does now. But what we said with this coaching staff is they brought in players for specific reasons, for specific jobs. Trey's job is not to stop the run. That's what the other players that they drafted and brought in, their job is to do that. Trey's job is to come in, get pressure, and hit that quarterback. So if he doesn't stop the run, but $120 million, though.
Look, that's the chat. Thank you. Says trash get Bendrickson. Yeah, see.
We don't make these names up. Y'all do.
Y'all do. Engraven, what's going on?
Shout out. What's going
Engraven, if you haven't listened to some of the other streams, right? Like, we talk about how we give our opinion on some of these players, and fans are passionate. They go all in on these players, and like, no, you're just hating. He's gonna be great. And then when they don't live up to the expectations that they have in their minds for him, then they get the name calling, right? This offseason's player of choice happens to be Rashad Bateman. There's a lot of Rashad Bateman truthers out there, and he is very reminiscent of a player. I'm not going to say his name out of respect for Coach, but they love him now. But let him go out there and drop a pass, especially if he drops a pass early. Let him go out there and drop a pass early, and you will get all the name callings on said player, like in Jardbo. Yes, yeah. Who came up with that? Who came up with that one? Yes, and that was stuck.
That was stuck.
Yeah, and Gray was right. We brought in Trey to be the closer to finish out games for us. We had plenty of leads and lost because we couldn't close games out.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool, but I mean, we paying them to be more than that, right? Like you don't spend that kind of money on just to come out there and just to get sacks, man. Like I need you to do a little bit of everything,
right?
And listen, I like Trey Henderson. I'm not mad he's on the team, but like, where's the AJ Brown? Right? Why do we not have money when it comes time to get somebody like AJ Brown? We were willing to give up 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby, knowing we knew he had the knee issue. Right? We may not know it was that bad, but we knew he had the knee issue. But you're willing to give up 2 first-round picks for that, but we can't do a first and a fifth for AJ Brown. Right? We can't swap picks to get Michael Pittman.
Right? Swap pick. You still keep your draft pick. Yeah, and you get a second wide receiver one, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
but Trey Henderson is going to help in that regard. He better.
He got to.
He better, because you see in the chat they already have some names already in the chamber for him, right? They're like, look, we like you, but just in case you don't, we ready. All right, we ready. Okay. As Modia says, if anyone wants a free Ojabo autograph card, I got you.
Nope.
All right, yo, that's the show. We gotta get out of here. Y'all got me in here running late. You said what?
I was just saying good morning, Samuel Banks.
Oh, Samuel Banks, yeah, came in here. Good morning, Dominic, Raby. Yes, Dapper Dons.
Appreciate y'all.
Stu Wop. Yes. Terry Wood, I see you. Thank you, everybody, man. You guys be making me late for work with these streams, man, and these super chats. But I appreciate y'all. Go over to the website again. Check it out, LBHTShow.com. I'm making all kinds of changes every day to this thing, and there's a lot more behind the scenes that I can't tell y'all about right now. But game changers. Go over there, sign up for the newsletter. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a Don DeJuan says late as hell. That's right. That's what we got replay. It's all good.
Just watch it again.
Yep. All right, y'all. You have a great day. We'll see you tonight, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time.
And go Spurs.
Go Spurs. Peace.